Hello friends, welcome to another daily analysis video on the gold and GJ. So as usual, we are going to analyze gold and GJ for any intraday or scalping setups. And basically what I'm looking on gold and GJ charts for today. So let's start with the gold and let's hide this VWAP and pivot line. So let's start with the daily time frame. So gold on the daily time frame, we can see that we have this support, and as you can see, the candles has already closed above the support. If we talk about the resistance, then we have the resistance right here. As you can see, these rejections, right? So we are already above this support, close above the support, so there is a higher probability price may continue going up. But also we can see that from the last we can see the last daily candle close bullish with the rejections on upside and the downside, right? This is on the daily time frame. Now for a moment, let's look at the monthly time frame as well, because today we are going to have monthly candle close. Now we can also see on the monthly time frame that we have this resistance, right? We had this resistance, and if today we get this monthly candle close above this resistance, so we will be able to do what we could not do here, what we could not do here, and what we could not do here. So as you can see, price was not able to close above this area. We got rejection, rejection, rejection. But this time, if we get a monthly candle close above this level, then there will be higher probability price is going to continue going up, right? So now let's go to 4-hour time frame to see what we can anticipate on the intraday setup. So on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we have this resistance and we have this support, right? And right now the price is kind of consolidating between this resistance and support. Now let's try to see what we have over this resistance. So let's try to go on the left hand side and try to see what we have on the left hand side. So we can see that here we have these levels. So basically we have more resistances, and then we have final resistances. So basically we have rejections and resistance on the left hand side above that level as well. So above this level again we have some rejections. Anyways, let's go to 30-minute time frame, and let's put our pivot and VWAP line. So on the 30-minute as well, what we can see that we rejected this area yesterday, which was a pivot line as well, and since then price came down, find some kind of support, and we are just consolidating between this high and this low, right? So now on the 15-minute time frame, what we can see on the 15-minute time frame, so on the 15-minute time frame, we can see that the price is around this pivot line, right? We created this high, then from here, basically we came down, and then we high, high, higher, low, high, high, higher, low, high, high, higher, low, and right now we are just consolidating in this area, right? So now there can be two possibilities that I'm focusing on at the moment, because the price is around this pivot line. So if we hold this pivot line, I'll be looking to take long in order to target the next pivot line, which is also the resistance, as we can see on the left hand side. So if we can see that we have this rejection, rejection, rejection. So if the price can come up, basically broke these break these resistances, kind of create a high, but don't touch the pivot line, and then give me a pullback. It's better if we can come down to this pivot line. Otherwise we can come to this area, suppose, and at the same time we have this VWAP. Basically the price come to the VWAP, basically reject the VWAP, then I'll be looking to take long in order to target this area, which is a pivot line and the previous rejection area. But somehow if we break this pivot, if this pivot, we have this, as you can see, we have support and this pivot line. So if we break this area, break this pivot line, then I'll be waiting for the price to come up, kind of make a pullback. By the time maybe this VWAP also come around this area. So if we make a pullback, reject the VWAP, then I'll be looking to take short in order to target this pivot line, which is perfectly aligning with the support on the left hand side, or you can see the new low created by the price. So that is something, these two scenario I'm looking on gold at the moment. If anything else develop, I will share in my Telegram channel as well. Also, let's talk about like what was looking yesterday. So yesterday, if you remember, which I shared in my daily analysis video as well, we already created this high. So like I was waiting for the price to create some kind of double top, because in an uptrend, if you're not making higher highs and higher lows and create kind of double top, then there is a probability price is going to go to the downside. So I was waiting for some kind of double top so that I could take short to continue going to the downside, but that never happened. As we could see, after rejecting this area, once price came down, but once we create this lower high, then and when we broke this low, then I was waiting for some kind of pullback, which we never get. But we broke this area again, came here again. Here also I was waiting for a pullback to this VWAP so that we could take short to continue going to the downside. But I was a little bit hesitant with this move, because as we can see, we have a lot of rejections here. So basically support, support, support. So I didn't want to take a short here. Also, we didn't get the kind of candle I was looking for. So these were the situation on the gold yesterday. Now let's go to GJ to see what is happening on the GJ. Now on the GJ as well, we are going to start with the daily time frame. And on the daily time frame, we can see that with the GJ, continuously we are getting the bearish candle. The yesterday candle closed bearish with the rejections on the upside and the downside, but still there is higher probability for the price to go down, because we also have a clean range on the left hand side. Also, today's candle it doesn't have a top wick, so price may come up to continue the top wick and keep going to the downside. Now, so higher probability for the price to go to the downside. Now let's go to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame as well, we could see that we have this level. So this is a support, resistance, resistance, and support. So it's going to be a strong level. And again, we have support right here. So we can see that this candle already closed below, and the current 4-hour candle is kind of retesting this break and retest area. So if we close above this level, this move to the downside is going to become a fake out, and there is going to be a higher probability for the price to continue going up. This one is going to be the next resistance. If as we can see, we already retested this area. So basically, if we break this area, then there is more range to continue going to the downside. This one is going to be the next support. So anyways, let's go to our 30-minute chart to see what is happening on the 30-minute chart. Also, let's put our VWAP and pivot line. So on the 30-minute also, we can see that we are bearish because we are making lower lows and lower highs, right? So we are kind of bearish, and we are anticipating the price to go down. Let's go to 15-minute time frame to see what we can anticipate. On the 15-minute time frame also, we can see that we are bearish. We created this low, and finally we retested this low again. Now we broke these two lows, basically created a new low. So right now I'm just waiting for this pullback to continue going to the downside. Also, we can see that the price came down. We have a pivot line here, so we are bouncing off the pivot. So I don't want to take trades in the middle right now, because we are bouncing off this pivot. So there is a higher probability price may continue going up to this pivot line. And if we reject this pivot to the downside, I'll be looking to take short in order to target this pivot line, which is aligning with this new support or new low created by the price. But at the same time, if we break this pivot to the upside, we have this rejection and resistance here. So I'll be waiting for the price to come down, basically make a pullback to this area. And if we also have the VWAP around this area, then I'll be looking to take long in order to target this pivot line, which is perfectly aligning with this resistance on the left hand side. So that is something I see on the GJ at the moment. If anything else develop, I will share that in my free Telegram channel. Also, let's talk about what happened yesterday. So yesterday in my daily analysis video, I already mentioned that although we are bearish, and I was looking for long, as I already analyzed in that video, that and I clearly mentioned that why I was looking for long, because the price will be making a high. We broke this lower low, lower high structure on the 15-minute time frame. We made this move, and I was waiting for this pullback to this area where we have this VWAP and the pivot line. So if we are bouncing off the pivot and the VWAP line, there is a higher probability you're going to see the bounce, and higher probability for the price to continue to the next pivot line. So what I mentioned, that if the price made a move, if we come to this area and get the bullish price action, I'll be looking to take long. So my entry was here, as we could see, and I was waiting for this pullback to the downside. So this is the 15-minute time frame. and the stop loss was below this area. The target was this pivot line. So as we can see here, so once we can see that there is a candle close below this pivot and VWAP line. So I was not looking for sell here, as I already mentioned in the analysis video. I was looking for a bullish price action. So once we get this new bullish candle close above the VWAP and pivot line, that was my entry, and the target was right here. So as we can see in here, that I got almost like a 1:2 risk reward, and as we can see, it's like around 19 to 20 people for stop loss and around 40 people for rewards here. Other than this, I took one more trade yesterday, and which was let's remove this first. The another trade was right here. And why I took this trade, now we can see that we are bouncing from here. We create a high, higher low, then we create another high, high, and the price came down to this basically came down, rejected this pivot line, rejected this VWAP, and price did not close below the pivot and the VWAP. So once I was waiting for a bullish candle closure above the VWAP here. Once we get this bullish candle closure, that was my entry here, and the target was again this pivot line, as we can see here. So in this trade, I go to kind of a 1.7, 1.8, I believe, if I remember correctly. My stop loss was below this wick, which was around 18 to 19 pip, and target was again right here. So as we can see, we get around 1.8, 1.9 something around in this trade as well. So that's it, guys. This was the analysis on the gold and GJ. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you really did like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel in order to support the channel and YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much. See you in another video.